Stop calling your brothers and your cousins for every little argument, because you women sit on social media, you sit around, oh, everybody killing everybody, but you never tell the truth that there's been 1,000 shootings and homicides trickle back down to you running your mouth, or you calling somebody and exaggerating because you feel disrespected.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive right into this. So we have a very alarming, disturbing story. Okay, we have a ex-football player by the name of Travis Rudolph. He went to Florida State. He played for the New York Giants, and he had a girlfriend, a now ex-girlfriend, allegedly say that he physically assaulted her. Okay. Now, as a result of the allegation, she had mentioned that to her 4 brothers, along with a text message telling them to shoot up his ish. Okay. Now, those 4 brothers showed up to Travis's home, the ex-football player. And as a result of that, they got into a scuffle. And based off of that scuffle, somebody was shot and deleted. Now, Travis, the ex-football player, is now on trial for murder. Now, I want to go ahead and play some of the footage from the trial because there is footage of the ex-girlfriend being questioned. Now, keep in mind, she's not on trial for anything. She hasn't been charged or convicted of anything, even though arguably she was the one that initiated the 4 brothers showing up to the home and, potentially putting Travis in a situation where he has to self-defend himself. In addition to that, there's also ring footage of the ex-girlfriend putting her hands on Travis and, being the aggressor in the situation in regards to the alleged physical assault.
Isn't it true that you were the first person to become physically violent with Travis and not the other way around?
No.
Not at all?
Something or show me something if I can't recall the exact steps of the moments.
Question. Okay, so you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, not the other way around. Answer. Correct.
Yes, I said correct.
You remember that?
Yes.
So you smashed his iPhone not out of anger, but because you were hurt?
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have to.
All right. Answer the question, please.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
Question was shit. What does shit mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
She knew exactly what she was doing. Okay. She had already painted a picture, allegedly, of him physically assaulting her. Plus, you're telling your brothers of the situation, right? So you got the masculine energy mixed with the emotion of your sister potentially being hurt. Plus, you're sending out a text message to shoot up his ish. So you're basically leaving it up for interpretation of another individual to make some sort of judgment call or decision on what they want to do, right? Shoot up his ish. I don't know about y'all, but in the black community, if someone says to shoot up his ish, anything goes, right? It's no holds bar in that situation, right? So you basically put Travis in a situation where he had to defend himself, right? He had to defend his life, because if you have 4 people showing up at your doorstep, talking that talk and, escalating it and getting into a physical fight 4-on-1, you're going to be in a situation where you're going to have to make a executive decision.
So it could have been his brother.
No,
It could have been the house.
nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him. People say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time. But since the situation has happened, it obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
All right. And he never raised a hand and touched you, did he not?
Yeah, he was raising his hand the whole time.
All right, guys. So there you have it. Apparently, if you're upset and you want someone's ish shot up, you can just simply blame it on being emotional. Okay. You can just simply say, I was emotional, my bad, and get away with it scot-free, right? Because that's what's happening in this situation. She's not on trial for anything. It's Travis that's on trial here. He's the one, facing all of the, charges and things of that nature that come with it. He's potentially facing a lot of jail time, right? Arguably, you can say that, it was self-defense. I know in Florida, I believe there's a law where you can stand your ground and call it self-defense. I believe in this trial specifically, they completely dismissed that, and he's now moving forward with the trial to determine his fate moving forward. But it's completely ridiculous, right? A woman, again, is basically saying, I was really emotional, therefore I told my brothers to shoot up his ish. Meanwhile, there's ring footage showing that she was the aggressor, right? She was responsible, if not equally responsible, allegedly, in the physical assault. All right, guys, let's take a look at some of these comments. First commenter says, she needs to go to jail. This makes it so hard for women who actually tell the truth. All right, so next commenter says, sounds like self-defense. What's the trial about? The wig is more than enough to convict her. She's the one that needs to be on trial. Blank come to the house 12 midnight. We fight and then y'all run to the car. I own a blank. I'm personally not waiting to find out what you're running to the car for. Self-defense. All right, guys, so there you have it. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Hopefully Travis receives justice in this situation, because when you start to look at the evidence and the information that's presented in this case, everything points back to the ex-girlfriend. The ex-girlfriend put the battery in the backs of her brothers to show up at Travis's home, plus that text message, shoot up his ish, and it resulted in something catastrophic happening, right? I think Travis is a victim here of potentially losing his life. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Go ahead and give me some feedback. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and until next time.